Last month, a Volkswagen owner walked into a dealership for a simple oil change and walked out with a $1,700 bill. But here's the twist. Nothing was actually wrong with their car. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal could save you thousands of dollars and hours of frustration. What's up, everyone? If you own a Volkswagen or you're thinking about buying one, this video could be the most important 15 minutes you'll spend this month. I'm going to expose the newest service center scams that are specifically targeting VW owners right now in 2025. And trust me, these aren't your grandfather's mechanic scams. These are sophisticated, calculated schemes that even the savviest car owners are falling for. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to protect yourself, and what to say when a service advisor tries to upsell you on services you absolutely don't need. So buckle up, let's dive in. Scam number 1, the Phantom DSG Service. Here's a scam that's costing VW owners an average of $1,200, and most people don't even realize they've been duped until it's too late. The scam explained. Let me tell you about the DSG service scam. And this one is particularly insidious because it preys on your lack of technical knowledge about dual-clutch transmissions. Here's how it works. You bring your Volkswagen in for routine maintenance. Maybe you've got 30 or 40,000 miles on the clock. The service advisor comes back with a concerned look and says, "We noticed your DSG transmission fluid is looking dark. We really need to service this immediately." Or you're looking at a potential transmission replacement down the road. Sounds scary, right? That's exactly what they want. Now, don't get me wrong, DSG service is a real thing. Volkswagen does recommend DSG transmission service at specific intervals, typically around 40,000 miles for most models. But here's where the scam comes in. First, many service centers are recommending this service way earlier than necessary, sometimes at 15 or 20,000 miles. They'll show you dirty fluid, but here's the secret. DSG fluid naturally darkens over time. That's completely normal. It doesn't mean it needs immediate service. Second, and this is the big one, they're charging absolutely outrageous prices. I've seen quotes ranging from $900 to $1,500 for a DSG service that should cost between $300 and $500 maximum at an independent specialist. How to protect yourself? Here's what you need to do. Check your owner's manual first. Know exactly when your specific model requires DSG service. If they're recommending it early, ask them to show you the Volkswagen service bulletin that supports their recommendation. Spoiler alert, they won't have one. Get a second opinion from an independent VW specialist. And here's a pro tip. Ask them to show you the condition of the fluid with a white paper towel test. Fresh DSG fluid is red or amber. If it's brown but not black or smelling burnt, you're probably fine for a while longer. Now that DSG scam is bad, but this next one is even worse because it can actually damage your car while they're claiming to fix it. Scam number 2, the unnecessary carbon cleaning. Imagine paying $600 for a service that not only doesn't help your car, but could actually shorten its engine life. That's exactly what's happening with this next scam. The scam explained carbon cleaning services have become the golden goose for dealerships in 2025. Here's the pitch. Your direct injection engine has carbon buildup on the intake valves. If we don't clean this now, you'll experience rough idling, misfires, and eventually engine failure. They'll show you scary pictures, maybe even photos from another car entirely, of valves covered in black carbon deposits. Then they'll quote you anywhere from $400 to $800 for a necessary carbon cleaning service. Here's the truth bomb. Yes, direct injection TSI and TFSI engines do develop carbon buildup over time. This is a real issue, particularly in older VW models from 2008 to 2015. However, the frequency at which dealerships recommend this service is absolutely absurd. I've seen service centers recommend carbon cleaning at 30,000 miles. Let me be clear. Unless you're experiencing actual symptoms like rough idling, poor fuel economy, or check engine lights related to misfires, you probably don't need this service until at least 80 to 100,000 miles, if ever. But here's where it gets even shadier. Many dealerships are using chemical spray methods that provide minimal benefit and can sometimes damage sensors or leave residue that attracts more carbon buildup. The only truly effective method is manual walnut blasting, which requires removing the intake manifold. And most dealers aren't actually doing that for the prices they're charging. The real solution. If you genuinely have carbon buildup issues, and you'll know because your car will be running poorly, take it to an independent specialist who does proper walnut blasting. This should cost between $300 and $500, not $800. Better yet, prevent the problem. Use top-tier gasoline, let your engine warm up properly before hard acceleration, and occasionally run your engine at higher RPMs on the highway. This helps burn off carbon naturally. Okay, those first two scams are costing people thousands, but this next one, this is the most common scam I see, and it's happening at nearly every dealership. Scam number 3, the premium filter upsell. They're charging you $50 for a $5 part, and they're doing it with a straight face. Let me explain. The Scam Explained walk into any Volkswagen dealership for an oil change, and I guarantee you'll hear this. We recommend upgrading to our premium cabin air filter. It's only $65, and it has activated charcoal for superior filtration. Or the engine air filter version, your engine air filter is dirty. We have a high-performance filter that'll give you better gas mileage and more power. Only $75 installed. Here's the reality check. A standard OEM quality cabin air filter costs between $10 and $20 online. The premium activated charcoal version, maybe $25. Installation takes literally 3 minutes and requires 0 tools in most VW models. You can do it yourself in your driveway. Engine air filters? Same story. A Quality Man or Molly filter, the same brands VW uses, costs $15 to $30. The dealership is charging you $75 for a $30 part and 3 minutes of labor. But wait, it gets better. They'll often show you your dirty air filter, which might look a bit dusty. Newsflash: air filters are supposed to catch dirt. That's their job. Unless it's completely caked with mud or falling apart, a slightly dirty air filter is perfectly fine and actually filters better than a brand new one. The solution: buy your own filters online. Check YouTube for a 5-minute tutorial on how to replace them yourself. I promise you, it's easier than programming your TV remote. You'll save hundreds of dollars per year on this alone. Now, if you think these scams are bad, wait until you hear about the one that's affecting drivers with newer models. This one is particularly sneaky. Scam number 4, the fake software update. What if I told you that dealerships are charging you up to $200 for software updates that are supposed to be free? Well, buckle up. The Scam Explained. This is a newer scam that's exploded in 2024 and 2025 as vehicles become more computerized. Here's how it unfolds. You bring your VW in for service, and the advisor says, "We noticed your vehicle has outdated software. We need to perform critical updates for safety and performance. This will be $150 to $200. Sounds legitimate, right? After all, your phone needs updates, so why not your car? Here's the problem. Volkswagen releases technical service bulletins and recalls that include software updates, and these are supposed to be free if they're safety-related or fix a known defect. Yet dealerships are charging for them as if they're optional premium services. Even worse, some dealerships are simply running diagnostic scans, which take 10 minutes, claiming they updated software and charging you for it. In reality, they did nothing except plug in a computer. I've seen cases where owners were charged for an infotainment system update that they could have downloaded themselves at home through their car's Wi-Fi connection, completely free of charge. How to verify? Before agreeing to any software update, ask these specific questions. 1. Is this update related to a technical service bulletin or recall? If yes, it should be free. 2. What specific systems are being updated and what problems does this fix? They should be able to give you TSB numbers and specific improvements. 3. Can I see the Volkswagen documentation for this update? Any legitimate update will have official VW documentation. And here's the golden question. Is there any way I can perform this update myself? For many infotainment and navigation updates, the answer is yes. All right, we've covered some expensive scams, but this next one could actually put your safety at risk. Pay close attention to this one. Scam number 5, the brake fluid, flush frequency fraud. They're telling you that your brake fluid is contaminated and needs immediate replacement. But when I tested 3 cars they flagged, guess what I found? The Scam Explained. Brake fluid service is one of the most oversold services in the automotive industry, and VW dealerships are masters at this game. Here's the typical scenario. You're in for an oil change, and the service advisor comes back with a moisture meter reading. Your brake fluid has 3% moisture content. Volkswagen recommends no more than 2%. We need to flush this immediately for your safety. It's $225. First, the numbers they're citing are often exaggerated or completely fabricated. Many dealerships use moisture meters incorrectly or show you readings from a calibration vehicle that always shows high moisture. Second, while brake fluid does absorb moisture over time, the intervals they're recommending are ridiculously short. I've seen dealerships recommend brake fluid service every year. The reality? Most VW models specify brake fluid service every 2 to 3 years or 30,000 miles, whichever comes first. Third, and this is crucial, they're drastically overcharging. A brake fluid flush should cost between $80 and $120 at an independent shop, not $200 plus. The real story. Check your owner's manual for the actual recommended interval. If they claim your brake fluid is contaminated, ask them to show you the test results and let you watch them test a sample from your actual car. Fresh brake fluid is clear or light amber. If yours is dark brown or black, yes, it needs service. But if it's light amber with a slight golden tint, you're fine. Scam number 6, the nitrogen tire inflation con. $40 for air. That's not a typo. Let me explain this absurd scam. The scam. We recommend filling your tires with nitrogen instead of regular air. It maintains pressure better, improves fuel economy, and extends tire life. Only $40 to $50 per tire. The truth? The air you breathe is already 78% nitrogen. The marginal benefits of moving from 78% to 95% nitrogen are negligible for normal passenger vehicles. This service makes sense for race cars and aircraft, but for your daily driver Jetta, it's snake oil. Studies have shown that nitrogen-filled tires lose pressure only marginally slower than air-filled tires. We're talking about 1 PSY over several months. Not worth the premium. What to do? Just say no. Use regular air and check your tire pressure monthly like you should anyway. Save your $40 per tire for something that actually matters. Protection strategies. Okay, now you know the scams, but how do you actually protect yourself when you're sitting across from a persuasive service advisor? Here's your battle plan. Your defense toolkit. Number 1, always consult your owner's manual before approving any service. This is your Bible. If the service isn't listed at your current mileage, question why they're recommending it. Number 2, ask for visual proof. If they say something needs replacement, ask to see the old part and have them show you exactly what's wrong. Take photos with your phone. Number 3, never make decisions under pressure. If they say something is urgent, but you're not experiencing any symptoms, tell them you need 24 hours to research and get a second opinion. Any legitimate problem can wait a day. Number 4, get everything in writing. Before they touch your car, get a detailed written estimate that breaks down parts and labor costs separately. Number 5, know your rights. In most states, shops must return your old parts if you request them beforehand. This prevents them from claiming they replaced something they didn't. Number 6, build a relationship with an independent Volkswagen specialist. These shops typically have lower overhead than dealerships and are more honest because they survive on reputation, not volume. Number 7, join VW forums and owner groups online. These communities will tell you what services are actually necessary for your specific model and what the fair prices are in your area. The bottom line, owning a Volkswagen should be enjoyable, not financially devastating. The scams I've outlined today are real, they're happening right now, and they're costing owners thousands of dollars every single year. But now you're armed with knowledge. You know what questions to ask, what red flags to look for, and how to protect yourself. Remember, a good service center will never pressure you. They'll educate you, show you evidence, and respect your decision to get a second opinion. If you feel pressured, manipulated, or rushed, walk out. There are honest mechanics and dealerships out there who will treat you fairly. Your Volkswagen is engineered to be reliable and relatively low maintenance when properly cared for. Don't let unscrupulous service centers convince you otherwise. If this video saved you from even one of these scams, I've done my job. Drop a comment below with your own service center horror stories. I read every single one, and your experiences help others avoid the same traps. Stay informed, stay skeptical, and keep enjoying your Volkswagen. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and one more thing. If you think these dealership scams are bad, wait until you hear about the extended warranty calls that are targeting VW owners right now. But that's a story for another video.